In 2012, my husband passed away from stomach cancer, and I had 4 daughters, and I had no clue what I was going to do and how I was going to support them at that time. I was a stay-at-home mom that also became a nurse because I took care of my husband during that time period, and literally I had no clue. We were fortunate enough to be able to have a fixed income to live on for a time period. But that was not going to be sufficient, having 4 daughters, and one graduating, going to college, and then another one going to college in a year and a half, and having one that was 7. So I decided to go back to school at Chatham and to get my degree. I was just finishing up my undergrad and MBA at Chatham University. I came across 3 Cups of Coffee and the mentor program, and I said that would probably be ideal to help kind of focus me as I was getting ready to graduate. The person that they put me with was amazing, and we sat down and we talked and we connected, not just about work, but just in life in general. And she said, make sure you highlight your skills, because I had a lot of skill sets that I was not putting down because I thought I needed to focus just on my education, which was great, but I also worked for 20 plus years before I stayed at home, before I went to school, but try to incorporate all that. So it helped a lot with how to focus on the next step and how to job search. After working 2 years at my dream job, I was let go. My contract was not renewed. I was a borough manager for a local municipality. Little devastated about how it ended because at that point, I had no clue what I was going to do. That was like what I went to school for, what I thought I was going to do the rest of my life was to stay in local government and work there. And I was like, my confidence was shot, after doing your best and then being told it wasn't good enough, pretty much. It was gone. So I took the New Choice class, and it helped me revamp my resume, and it actually rebuilt my confidence because at that point I was pretty at a low point. I applied for several different jobs that I wasn't sure I even had the skill sets for, but having the New Choices, revamping my resume allowed me to apply for that because I did have the skill sets, and I ended up with this fantastic job. I'm a government affairs advisor for an oil and gas company. The industry was something I would not have thought to apply for. That class and my instructor allowed me to be able to reach that level and say, yeah, I'll apply for it and I'll do it and see what happens. And sure enough. To know that I was at my lowest point and then to see where we've evolved, I have become somebody that's very different than when I initially started as. Everything about me has changed. I'm just like much happier than where I was. I give back. I think that organizations and people that have helped you should be rewarded with your time and your space. And I feel like I've been blessed enough to be able to do that. And I'm so willing to tell my story because I've been through a lot and I've come out on top, and I'm proud of that. And I love the fact that I can say that I can help others with my story.